So, thank you for joining us for Community Mindfulness this week. And we are joining in a practice of intention. This is my peaceful day. So, close your eyes or cast your eyes down and start to recognize that you are seated and still, relatively still, and the groundedness of your seat to the chair or the sofa or wherever you are sitting, and the length of your spine that lifts up. You could also be lying down and feel the groundedness on the underside of your body and the lightness and air over and around you. And go ahead and inhale and exhale with a sense of recognition. Like every breath is a friendly presence that you welcome into your body as the inhale and release as the exhale. And again, like the prefix re, we feel or understand, we have a cognition, a knowing of this breath. And you can take the inhale and the exhale at any pace. It tends to slow down a little bit when we pay attention to it. And as the breath slows down, so does the blood pressure and the pulse and any sympathetic nervous system actions in the body to be on guard or anxious or uncomfortable or irritable. They can seem to melt away a little when you activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And you can do that with the breath, recognizing again and again, recognizing, re-establishing a contact. And notice now if there is a sense of peace available to you. If not, that's okay. And if so, go ahead and just enjoy that. Because a focus on the breath and a focus on slowing down can be a sense of peace. And then with this peace, this basis of peace, we can go out and do what needs to be done in each day, in each hour, in each moment, which ends up to be each year and each lifetime. A series of moments all stringing together when we do what needs or wants to be done from a place of peace. And we let the breath wash through us and bring us peace. And then that feeling of peace then is available to change us, to help us using that metaphor of washing away anything that doesn't need to be there and allowing in what is peaceful and helpful in terms of thought or belief or judgment. Just breathing, we cleanse ourselves physiologically of toxins in the body through the process of the breath. But we can also cleanse ourselves of unhelpful thinking, beliefs, judgments, opinions, helplessness, doomsday scrolling, that's a new term. We can do that in our minds as well as on our social media accounts. So we let that go, all and everything, and just be with the breath, the calmness and the peace. Feel it's an emotion, that sense of peace. It's also a physical feeling of relaxation, warmth, lightness. And right now, you don't need your thinking, the words you hear in your mind or the images you see in your mind for anything, really. You're just paying attention to the breath and the physical and emotional sensation of peace. So, whatever thinking that arises, words or images, you just let to the outside edge of awareness. You don't have to shut them out. They can run and ramble, but they're not the focus. They're not the center of what you're choosing to experience right now. Gentle inhale and exhale. Physically slowing down the body, creating a lower blood pressure, a gentle, slower pulse, which then leads to that warmth and lightness, a feeling of relaxation and peace. If your mind gets distracted with those thoughts, those words or images, that's okay. Gently bring it back to the breath which creates physical relaxation in the body, which then creates emotional relaxation in the body. And just let that cascade happen. And as we practice this response, just like when we practice anything from a musical instrument to an athletic pursuit, we get better at it. And then we have this feeling of peace that we can drum up at any time. I actually like to play a game when I go to the doctor's. I use my breath to get my blood pressure and my pulse as low as I can. It's really fun. They laugh at me. Gently feeling a sense of peace. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Knowing that we don't have to take a minute or take a moment, but they are just offered to us. And we can rest back into the minute, into the moment, rather than take or grasp anything. So we don't take a few minutes of mindfulness practice. We settle in and accept a few minutes of mindfulness practice. Gentle inhale and exhale. A feeling of peace. All other thoughts and images go to the outside edge of awareness. Sometimes we focus on those thoughts or those images. Not tonight. They're at the periphery. It's a feeling of peace with the slower breath. And I'm going to count backwards from 5, and then we can open our eyes and start to move. And I invite you to stay with that slower vibe of peace, even when we finish the practice, and access it anytime you need it in the coming days. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for joining us for Community Mindfulness each week.